Okay. We only have 3 boss fights. Oh god, that power level. Nope, we're heading back. We're getting to at least 11. I'm not going 2 levels below.
Anything you need? You know where to find me.
Okay, what's that put us at? Still 10.
So long.
Still 10.
Take care, my friend.
Well, hey.
Sell all those. Don't need the corrupted luminite. Constrained heart is tempting. I don't want to monkey with that.
Take care of yourself, you hear me?
I think the build is as good as we're gonna get it. I'm so anxious about this. I was at this for 4 hours today, doing essentially just boss rushes as a training mode. And I was able to workshop a lot, or like tack it out. I really have nothing I can change about the build.
This. It looks like Earth. Somehow worse.
The biggest thing is just the Venom fight. I am legitimately anxious about it. I can do the cancer fight, that's not a problem. I can do Annihilation. Annihilation, I have his attack patterns by and large under control. Push comes to shove, I'm gonna pop Sanguine Vapor. I'll do it. I'll do it before the cancer fight, because that should carry me through Venom, and then I can re-up. Yeah, and the Flyers. The Flyers can take care of garbage. I don't know how well they'll survive against Venom. Hopefully long enough. Because at the end of the day, that's all I need, is I need them to live long enough. They exist to put damage down and draw aggro. Because Venom flies, so I can't nail bomb him, so he's gonna have to be... I'm gonna have to hit him with Song, go to Shotgun, and then just incendiary rounds until he's dead. I have to make sure Juggernaut is up, so I have the stagger resist. A sword's not going to be doing anything. At this point, it's more or less just decoration.
Well, at least that's over.
We'll just re-up you guys. Yeah, so we have to get endurance up, and then spirit. Blood Bond is going to kill my summons faster, and I don't need that. What I needed is the other trait that gives them lifesteal. Or gives, I think, me lifesteal from their attacks.
I like that.
But that's... I don't even remember where to get it. Somewhere that currently is not viable.
What the? seems that.
Resonating heart is tempting. 50% of max health. So I'm getting like 65. And then any overheal is doubled and put back into me. The problem is it's such a risk. 70 over half a second is just guaranteed heal. I would have to keep that heart up pretty frequently, and I think that's a risk. Hang on, can I... Alright, got a little bit of damage. Summon should do fine in here.
Oh, that's it, huh?
I don't think the dodge weight threshold... No, it's still not high enough. It'd be cool to run like the Leto Mark II or Mark I armor. But we're not built for it. We're gonna reset. Because I don't trust these guys to follow me correctly through the fog wall. When it comes to Venom, I think I'm gonna have to just... I might have the time to pull off both summons, but it's gonna be, I think, close. It just sucks because there's some boss arenas that summons just don't follow into. We'll have the space for Annihilation to walk in, do my summons. Cancer, even if he activates, I think I'll have time. And this will be a good test run, since we have to fight a knight or whatever they're titled as. We'll know if we're spec'd out right or not. It's not a good measurement.
Not enough room.
I mean, we did take a lot of damage that I didn't want to take. But if I take a hit, I might have to wait, fight normal. If I take damage, activate hot shot, and bounce that way. Because then Dranscav ring plus that going off should heal me up no matter the situation. But that's if I can keep the ring active. Yeah, I have song. But for now, going through like the cancer fight, I could probably go with scrap shot. I'll need it, especially for the one ambush room. Anka power would be fun, but I need the mod generation. Yeah, it's just annihilation. I'm gonna use it against Venom as well. Just for the slow and damage penalty to him. Because if I can slow him, I think I can control the fight a lot better. I was running boss rushes all day today, trying to get Venom fights to tack out, and I could not get him to pop up as an option. I got everybody else. Well, none of the Root Earth bosses, actually, because I didn't get Cancer to show up. It was just fighting Annihilation every time. Which was nice. Did let me build more confidence in that fight. But that's really about where it started and ended, is with that. Otherwise, it was just me treading old ground. Like, yeah, getting some Talratha fights in was fun, but I never really struggled with Talratha. It's just here, and I think most of it is just the anxiety of, if this goes wrong, then I gotta reset. That's why I like doing Diablo hardcore runs, because it didn't matter. I could farm safe missions or safe locations. I just had to up my difficulty when I felt I was at a good point. Alright. Cancer. This should be pretty manageable. My plan is when we get to Venom, whatever the power level is, I'm going to level 2 it. So that I'm at least on even footing or overpowering him.
That's not.
We'll let the cutscene play. Of course, these two wouldn't show in Boss Rush. Okay, one summon down, that's fine. He did his job. Oh, he's getting freaky. Alright. I actually think I did that hitless. Or if I did take a hit, it was very early on. That's huge. More stam. Okay, 13. Yeah, so I'm gonna... In that case, I'm gonna level to 13 to force this to be a fair fight.
How goes?
Ah, I'm out of iron. I don't think you have any for sale.
Well, hey.
8. And that's forged, that's not even galvanized.
Take care of yourself, you hear me?
Well, we're doing a farm run then. Because I need to go... enroll Yesha for a few quick chests. And I don't have to worry about leveling. Actually, I will end up leveling off that, whatever.
I've never seen anything like this before.
We'll get the 3 chests, see where we're at. Because these should drop galvanized at this point, since that's what I need. And the nice part with the flyers is they can help. Okay, one forged. Yeah, I need galvanized because I'm well and good on forged. But these guys can deal with the orbs too. I've had them hit them, which is nice. Mostly during Annihilation's second phase.
Here they come.
Because when you get teleported, sometimes those orbs spawn behind you. Yeah, I'm glad the cancer fight went well. I went back and read through his attacks, and everything's like, yeah, when he starts flashing, he's completely a crit spot, and he'll start staggering his moves, and I'm just like, okay. And then his attack pattern, the 3-hit combo is not hard. It's just knowing the pattern, like every Souls game. Just sometimes feels like this game also throws really bad patterns at you. But that's what worries me about Venom. You just don't fight his enemy type often enough to be like, oh yeah, I can completely manage this fight because I see it frequently. And then his version gets like extended reach, or I think his 2-hit combo, it ends up turning into a 3-hit combo. And I'm just like, oh god, why? I want to be able to train this. That makes it such a big filter compared to other fights where I can tech it out, I can understand every part of it, because I can consistently fight it. And I need these mats anyways for the plan of over-leveling for Annihilation. The problem I ran into in all my Annihilation runs was running out of ammo in the fight. But I think that just might be a boss rush issue. Mostly because I was sitting there running... God, I had so many ammo reserve bonuses. I was sitting at like 100 extra rounds for the Bulldog and still running dry. But there's that, and then just not having enough pickups to keep Dran Scavenger Ring up. The only reason I was able to get through the fights in Boss Rush was my main character has... God, I can't remember if it's healing efficiency or something, but the summoner heal bonus was really strong on him. That plus also having a prism that was really jacked my health bonus is 10%, which realistically gave me like 140 health. So it wasn't really affording me a ton.
I've never seen anything like this before. Here they come.
But it was that, and I think Engineer's armor bonus really stacking up. Yeah, I've got ammo boxes on the hotbar. I was going to use the one concoction that gives you 6% more health, but then I realized I'm getting like 8 HP off that. I'm better off taking the lifesteal one, because then I can at least heal out of damage. Okay, 8. Does that bring me to... Okay, that brings me to 13. So... I think I can squeeze in, like, one more weapon level before it bumps me up. And I don't want to get higher. So we can set Annihilation to 14. What are we sitting at? 8. I think that's enough for another level. The shotgun will be stronger. That's kind of all that matters. That's the boss killer. Upside is I don't have to worry about leveling anytime soon for either of these now. 13,000 XP. I could run this for a while if I really felt like it. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to at least get outside of Annihilation. So I just have the short teleport and we'll go. I really hope that at the end of this is just me getting too far into my own head. That would be the best part, is just not actually having to worry as much as I do. Yeah, we can get one more level.
So long.
That should be good. 460 damage, so 46 damage per second. Then we apply another 115 over 5, so 60, 67, 67.5 damage per second for half of that. And then I deal an extra 10% damage. And we get a 15% range damage bonus, so we should hit pretty hard. Oh yeah, these guys.
Great or bad news? Damn, is it over?
Get rid of that. Then we have like the knight we can bait out. Oh no, we have normal non-boss cancer.
I could use that.
I don't think Decayed Heart works with us. I mean, that would be nice, but
Okay.
not exactly a preemptive setup person. Yeah, so let's reset these guys. Yeah, I wish I had the spear. This sword, even though I know I'm not upgrading it, but the sword just doesn't pan out. I need that extra elemental damage. And yeah, I know I'm going to be out of range. I try to save the shotgun for when annihilators close or when I'm in phase 2. I usually just try to plank him with the SMG during his big ranged segment.
Okay, this is it.
Okay. Hit you with that. Get you to burn. I'm gonna let you guys clean up whatever. Burn. Get another stack. Bleed. Burn. Okay, first one dead. Falling back. Because Knight should be following. Yep. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think we might have a good chance with the Venom fight. No ammo.
That's it. For now.
Yeah, I thought about grabbing shovel. At this point, I probably should, even if I don't use it as a weapon, just to help proc Scavering. We'll do that quick.
Back and ready to... That'll serve you well. Don't do anything I would do. I'll have to come after you for it.
We'll put Shocker on it, even though I'm not going to be doing anything. Nice.
Bag's full. Out of room.
Alright, we got our fun ambush room. Oh, great. They bugged out. Alright. That's fine. We'll get them in when we can. Oh god, that sucked. Was not expecting him to chew through all of that instantly. Well, we're going back to rest. Because I don't see the timer, but I think I'm just gonna do it just in case, because I swear he propped my Die Hard, and I'm not gonna just not go forward without it. That would be very reckless. Okay, we're good. God, it did not help that the AI just was wigging out, going every direction. But I want to say that's those guys' whole thing is high damage, so we survived it. That's what matters. Mod duration would be fun, but I think that's a little too late at this point. Oh, yep. Here, if you have the memory, which we don't, or we have to have like I think the staff to dream walk. And then we can fight Bane and we get something. Not worth it. Don't need it. I don't remember. I think that's just a way back to the start. I don't even care. The other ring doesn't help us. The build is, for all intents and purposes, complete. God, my impulse is just to start meleeing. Because it's all trash mobs, so it's like, oh yeah, just charge attack, hit them with something, and keep pushing. Okay. I don't think I have... No, I don't have enough galvanized iron for an upgrade. I'd like to. I'd like to come in here. I'd like to get that up to 13. But first, we have to switch you off. To song. Ah, God. The point of song is and the machine pistols just get song off. Everything else is secondary. We just have to step in, get to that cover. Yeah, we're skipping. Yeah, man, you're a regenerator. Of course you are. That hurt. I'm just healing out of it immediately. Oh, fun to know. He's also immune. I love boss fights that get immunity to all abilities. It's so fun and not a bullshit design choice. Get that for the stamina. Yep, saw that one coming. I would have appreciated some ammo. I don't care. We have the relics. We're healing. We're popping song. Okay. Got our heal up. Good. Dead. That went way better than I expected. It feels like he didn't use half of his attacks. Because I'm used to him doing the big AoE ring way more. Hitting me with that Go Tanks Galactic Donut. Alright. Mod power generation, absolutely. Yeah, I was not even, I didn't care about my relics. It's just like, I get hit, I'm burning one. I have 6. That is more than enough to keep me alive. Alright, cool. We have this locked to 14. I am now going to cheat my ass off. If I can come in here with like level 17 guns, I will. Because we need a lot of galvanized iron, and then we can jump to forged.
So pretty. Yeah, I don't trust this place.
God, getting one galvanized iron at a time is painful. I just don't remember if I have to talk to... No, because we talked to... What's her name? Before the boss fight. I don't remember if I have to talk to her now to open the boss fight, but I think it's just... You go up to it, and she's just like, hey, this is the final fight, are you ready? Just giving the player the classic, are you sure you want to continue? I think I have like another simulacrum or two. Do I? No, okay, I'm out. I wasn't sure if I'm on this character or my other. A number of people I see, though, who don't have max Dragon Hearts always surprises me. Yeah, so if we can at least pull 3 iron per run here, that's not bad. I will want to level the machine pistol just to give Song as much damage as possible. Ooh, prism enhancement. I will actually take the range damage. Yeah, it always surprises me though, because I'm like, I've seen guys with as low as like 3 fight the boss. Granted, it's in like core. But I'm still sitting there thinking, why don't you... I know you can pick up at least a couple simulacrums through a run. Why don't you at least get those? But it also might be someone doesn't know because you don't talk to, what is it, Walt? Or no, Walt is the pan guy. It's the guy up in the crane. You don't talk to him outside of getting a class. So if you're not aware of that, you might not even put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, I have to talk to him for Dragon Hearts. There's probably people who think you just only get 3. Which would be crazy. I will say, I do wish... Like, I don't want to say I wish FromSoft would take cues from how Dragon Hearts are, or how the relics are, but I do kind of wish they would, because I think it's really cool just giving all these different versions, because it reminds me of Path of Exile, where you have all the flask types, where it's like, oh yeah, you can get burst healing, healing over time, you can get hybrid mana and healing, you can get a speed up and all this, and I think it's cool. I think it offers a lot of build variety. And as we can see with this game, there's a ton of build variety and it's pretty cool. It does suck trying to build certain ways, because you end up sifting through a bunch of stuff and it's like, oh, this is gray health, I don't need that. This is perfect dodge, well, that's a completely different build. Oh, this is explosive. That's a
This
different
place is something else.
route I can go. I mean, come on, you can even go just raw fire damage. Considering there's the ring that boosts fire damage and fire resist, there's the amulet that boosts fire damage and burn. I'm trying to think of anything else. But there's other things I know of you could stack to make a full, like, pyromancer build. You can kind of do the same with corrosive and shock. And if they had actually kept cold damage, we could have had a cryomancer build, but no. We can't have fun things like that. Or radiation. I would be the radiation wizard.
Let a load of this place.
Cancer wizard, more or less. That was actually funny enough. Cancer Mage was a prestige class in Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. It was in Book of Vile Darkness. Outside of that book, it shows up one other time in official books for a villain. Okay, we just keep getting here. It's... I can't remember if it's in Elder Evils or... No, it's in the, like, sister book to Elder Evils.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Because it's for the Tolstoffs, which ties into Caius and the Worm That Walks. But yeah, that's a whole thing. There's also a Bug Wizard, which wasn't nearly as cool. But I never really played, like, never tried to play a Cancer Mage. I always thought it was kind of a little too niche. Granted, Libris Mortis, the Book of Undead, added a necromancy spell where you give someone assist. It's a, like, necrotic cyst that you could eventually use to, like, mind control them, and it was a cool concept, but every time I'd look at it, I'm like, this is a lot of build-up. And it's gonna take me, like, 12 levels to actually make this work. And by that point, I don't think it's worth it.
Real pretty. Yeah, I don't trust this place.
Man, now I want to go back and look through my 3.5 books. Because there's so much cool stuff that Wizards never brought forward. Now everything is like everybody just aping off of Critical Role or the super, like, common stuff. People being like, oh, the False Hydra is so cool. I'm like, it feels a little heavy-handed for a creation. This whole monster that puts everybody into a hallucination and slowly will just devour people and erase their memory, like everyone else's memory of the person. The whole time I'm sitting there thinking, this is cool, but you kind of have to find a way to get immunity to mind-altering effects to fight this. I don't know, I'm not a big fan. Granted, I always get grumpy with a lot of the hip, trendy things with nerd culture. I remember the old days when you'd get bullied for playing D&D. Now I assume people still get bullied, but there's a bigger community. It reminds me of an old 4chan post where someone's like, why don't you like more people getting into your hobby? And the response was because they get into it and do it wrong. And it's like, yeah, I feel that way. And when the game gets streamlined to the point where all creativity's gone. I miss my old crazy builds. Now everything's like, oh, you picked Life Wizard or Life Cleric? Well, here's your specific unlocks at levels 4, 10, 14, 18, and 20. It's like, oh. Do my feats get to do anything? It's like, well, you get a +1 to a stat and a completely negligible effect. Cool, man. I didn't want to have dope meta magic effects or some crazy stuff. And I swear they did that because too many people got bogged down being like, there's too many feats to pick from. Just pick something. Most of them you can skip anyways. Some of my favorites I would never take because they're crap, like Corpse Crafter. Oh, Undead you make it like +2 hit dice or +2 hit points per hit die. Something completely garbage. And then it's a prerequisite to give them turn resist and a bunch of other stuff that I'm like, I would have rather rolled these into one and just made it like a level 8 or 12 requirement. I don't like spending my whole build just to summon undead that are slightly better, but I'll still get curb stomped by anyone with a holy weapon. Actually, what are we sitting at? We can do upgrades, right?
Anything you need?
Okay, so now... Oh, I still need more.
You know where to find me.
Because I'm bringing this to 19. Annihilator's not going to know what hit him. He's expecting like level 12, 13 guns, and I'm rolling up with the absolute ass blaster.
Get a load of this place.
Yeah, exactly. Like the False Hydra, you have to build entirely around it. Which is kind of what bugs me, is it's a big bad that instead of being in the background, it's like, oh yeah, he's, a typical like lich or something. They're manipulating things behind the scenes, but their influence is pretty minimal. It's narrative for the most part. False Hydra's like, no, this is ever present, and you are not to be aware of it. And I don't think, especially the people who are trying to DM it, I don't think they're skilled enough to know how to do it. I'm not even confident enough to be like, oh, I can do it. No, I'd be like, hell, man, this is going to be really weird. Especially if someone metagames it. Because once
I've never seen anything like this before.
it is very hard to keep people from metagaming. Which is why, like, one of my things I always do is I try to put in situations where the players have to run. Because otherwise players will metagame and be like, oh, well, we're supposed to fight this because it's, you know, it's an encounter, so it's scaled to us. And I'm like, no, some stuff is not going to be scaled to you. You need to know when to cut and run from a situation. But otherwise, when you look at how the False Hydra works, oh, people start disappearing. If you have one guy who tracks things, they're gonna start picking up like, hey, that shopkeeper disappeared. What happened? No one recognizes that he's gone, and my character can't even recognize that he's gone. And especially because if the DM has to step in and be like, no, that's not right. They were never there. It's like, well, if you know the popular thing, you're gonna know what this is. And even if they want to play along, there's a chance they will subconsciously start building to counter it. Because I've seen that happen. The one there's it's Comet Lord Miniatures. They did a line of STLs for the False Hydra, and they made their own line of false creatures, which I thought was cool because they gave a backstory to each. There's a false knight, a false dragon, and a couple others. There's like false ones, which are like these fleshy construct things that replace people. Not exactly a changeling, but minions under the control of a false creature. And I thought that was cool because each one functioned a little differently. They're not just, oh, they're just eating a town. It's the false phoenix. Traps people in a loop of a town being destroyed. And each time the damage keeps going and people start disappearing until an arbitrary limit is hit. And then it leaves and the people wake up finding, 3/4 of the village has been eaten, the village is destroyed, and this creature has disappeared. The dragon essentially just steals and occasionally eats people. And I was like, oh, those are actually really cool ways of introducing this style of creature and giving them more of an objective than just like, it showed up, it ate people, it leave. Yeah, and house rules are always a big thing to leverage. But sadly, a lot of new DMs don't really house rule things. I find a lot of the new people, it makes me sad. They lack the creativity to be like, oh, let's make our own campaign, let's do this. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna run a pre-build. I ran Ghost Assault Marsh, and it's like, okay, but you should probably look into how to make your own encounters. That's what I did. I never ran pre-builds. Part because it's really easy if someone knows what the pre-build is to look it up and cheat. And because the pre-builds are kind of they're not what I want to run. Sometimes the twists and turns get a little out of hand. I'll always bring up Savage Tide. A friend of mine ran that for years. He'd play it like once every few months with his cousin. and it starts off as like a pirate campaign. So my friend built a pirate character, and then the story ends going to the abyss, and all his characters, like, it was a swashbuckler. He couldn't use any of the abilities because they're all, or most of them, were predicated on being on a ship or naval combat. And he's just like, this kind of sucks. My guy's useless. And I was like, yeah, that's really rough. If it at least had transitioned to sailing in the abyss, I would be a little more like, oh yeah, it still works. Or you kind of leverage like Starjammer, ships flying through the sky or whatever. Sure. But otherwise, the pivot gets a little out of hand. But also, running pre-builds, it kind of sucks because you have all these monster manuals and all these supplemental books. It's like, hey, you can make anything, and some people are just like, do it for me. Chat GPT, make me a D&D campaign. It's like, dude, use creativity. The human mind has the capacity for infinite ideas. Tap into it once in a while. Watch a fantasy movie and just ape some of the storyline. Everybody's done it at least once. The number of people who have ripped off a portion of Lord of the Rings is staggering. Oh, I just went back to the place I just left. No. Yeah, I love D&D. It's fun. Just wish it would go back to how it was. Second I saw Wizards, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna try to shift everything to be on their online service with an AI DM. I was like, no.
Wow. What is this place?
Especially because they want like $30 a month per player to play. I'm like, I'm not paying $30 a month. Essentially the price of a whole book just for the privilege to play, and then I'm gonna have to, if I'm a DM, probably buy books and stuff digitally anyways, because I think you have to pay for an even higher subscription to do custom like house rules and stuff. This is why I just go back to old editions. That's why I've looked to Pathfinder, I'll even go back to like World of Darkness, even Dark Conspiracy, and Dark Conspiracy hasn't been good since first edition. I do love Dark Conspiracy though, that's a fun one. The setting's absolutely whack. Like, it feels like a prototype of SCP, but with none of the clandestine operations. Just like, oh yeah, so society collapsed and people live in megacities, and outside there's portals that lead to like spawning monsters, and there's zombies and mummies and manticores, and there's aliens because the aliens came and they got possessed. And it's like, what? This sounds like something you'd read from like Scientology. Where's Xenu at? And the 747's full of human souls getting dumped into the volcano. Alright, how many do we have? Ah. This should be enough, I think. I'll take even just getting the shotgun leveled. The SMG can lag behind a bit. I'm not happy, but I'm getting a little tired of doing these loops, even though they're fast.
All right.
How much money do we have? Ah, $7,000. That's not bad. Ooh, 2 galvanized iron. We're moving up. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons. I sometimes catch myself making references, and I'm just like, I feel old. That, or when I was playing Generation Zero and killed, I think, the Reaper, and said I could have gotten a better return on investment on Enron stock. And it's like, oh yeah, that was a while ago. Ah, that's an upgrade. If we can get 2 more, that'd be cool. Then I might do like another run, just to get the SMG up, just a teeny bit. Because for some reason, the game gave me a ton of top-tier material. Oh, I didn't even get any off that. Boo. What's Sacred Lake Water? Greyhound. Don't care. We're just gonna pop the Sanguine Vapors, get that 2% lifesteal. It's not gonna be great, but it's healing. And that should keep us topped off for the most part.
Go.
Oh, hardened iron. I don't have hardened iron.
Take care, my friend.
What do I have like 100 of then? Forged. Yeah. Because it's the tier 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yep. That's good enough. If the boss is going to be 14, we're 1 up on him. In that case, I'm upgrading the machine pistol. And that only puts me at 14 power level, so I'm where I should be. God, you really could spend forever just farming. It's a little rough. Nope. Reroll again. I'm gonna scream. 3 glittering grottos in a row. Fight the vulture? Whoa. Maybe?
Yeah, I don't trust this place.
I don't 100% recall. In terms of bosses in this, I've fought everything at least once. Just half the time my memory is fuzzy because it's like, hey, this is a aberration that shows up in a very specific location at a specific time. I kind of wish they had like difficulty specific enemies or difficulty specific bosses. I think that would be cool. Reward people for playing, you know, Apocalypse.
Like this before.
Because otherwise I feel like playing Apocalypse difficulty is just kind of a... You want to flex nuts. And I think there's a challenge to beat Annihilation. But that's just like any difficulty, not even hardcore. Because I think I did that. I'm trying to remember. I think it was you had to... I think it was you have to do it on your own save file. Oh god, I don't remember anymore.
Shit.
Shovel. I just realized to level the SMG to 15, I'm going to need so many galvanized irons. Next trip back, I'm going to see if I can buy any. God, I hope Cass has reset her shop. That would be a nice thing, is beating the game on a certain difficulty, unlocking just the ability to buy infinite upgrade mats from someone. Because it's not like you can do it just willy-nilly, you still gotta grind out the scrap. It would just be nice so I don't have to keep doing these runs. They're not the worst in the world, but... I mean, I have to run 1 to 2 maps and that's it. And it's just to hit chests. And I can sell all my relic dust. I'd probably do that. See what I can buy from there.
Take care, my friend.
Yeah, New Game Plus would be nice.
Hey!
Oh, you're selling more. Yes. Not a whole lot, but it's something.
Your debt's still at 2 now. Remember that.
I don't even think that's an upgrade. It is an upgrade. The sooner we can get the galvanized iron done, we can actually start getting hardened.
Take care, my friend.
Oh, yeah, Will. Please sell me something good. I don't know what, but something. Let's say big dog, but big goat man. What do we even have?
Path lies before it.
I guess we're gonna try to buy blue. I don't think I'm gonna get much because they're difficulty locked for reasons unknown. And I think we're capped out now. It'd be nice to get that to plus something that actually matters. Taking 5 seconds to get 1 HP is not very primo. Are any of these worth it? No. 2% armor bonus is giving me a grand total of 2 armor. Could we buy slightly heavier armor? I don't think it's going to help. I think I would need... Because I think 60 is my limit. We'll pick up the Lato set. It's a lot of money, but... Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. It would be cool to run, but I don't think I can run at all. Oh my god, I can wear it. Okay. Good to know. I don't think the boots are gonna work. Yeah. So it's gotta be below 64. Way too much. Oh, the helmet. I look like an idiot. We'll go gloves. It's a little bit more protection. 5 points, I'll take it. I still have my good dodge roll. I know for a fact I cannot leverage that any further. I guess Forbidden Grove is the way to go if you don't want to risk leveling at all. You just only get 1 chest. And very little payout, but it's safety. Man, I'm worried. I hope I really hope Song actually works. I don't want it to be another Venom fight where they're like, oh, actually, we removed its effectiveness because we made it good. It's like, that sounds like a you problem, not a, hey, we should punish the player base problem. You already fixed time field or whatever, so it doesn't perma slow. Which wasn't even that strong. I will fight tooth and nail. It was not that big of a buff. Or like, the slow was not strong enough to warrant fixing. Though I will say it was legitimately broken.
Here we go.
We need like 20 some galvanized iron. This is brutal. Once we get it, we're good to go. I really thought this was going to go faster. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, Cass is going to sell like 40 and I'm going to be able to buy it all. And then immediately just power level and we'll just go back in like 2 minutes and curb stomp annihilation. And none of that worked out. I guess best made plans of mice and men and all that. Back-to-back glittering grotto. Can we do it a third time? No. Thank God I wasn't really gonna lose my mind, but I would be moderately annoyed.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Never seen anything like this before. My guy, you've been here like 4 times in the past 10 minutes. You've seen this before. You've seen it plenty. Oh, I found a cool ring on my main character. The feeding tube. It takes whatever your first quick slot item is, so like those roots, and will automatically consume one every 30 seconds. I feel like you could do some crazy stuff with that as long as you run like a stack of not even like ghoul serums. Like there's some of the like rocket fuel or the other injectable like syringes that are like 20-second duration. It'd be really inconvenient because you're sitting here constantly off and on the effect, but you could do something pretty cool with that. But it'd be expensive. You have to like take that ring off, get to a boss fight, pop that ring on. But I guess for some people who've been playing on a character long enough, when you have like hundreds of thousands of scrap, it's just like, yeah, who cares? I'll buy a stack of 99, whatever. If it wouldn't trigger unless you had, like, the effect was done, I'd say, like, the fairy needles would be the best investment, because then you'd be constantly getting the 10 mod power regen per second. But I didn't use the ring, I just looked at it, and the problem would be when you use it, does it play the animation? Because if every 30 seconds I'm stuck playing a use animation, I would absolutely not use it. I get it, it would be... There would be a point to putting points into the consumable use speed, but that feels like such a waste. To sit down and be like, oh, I gotta build around this one ring. And it's not even that great. It's just kind of a convenience option.
How goes it for...
Okay, so we need 24 galvanized iron. No, 12. Because that'll bring us to 15. Why did this need less? Ah, whatever. You know what? Upgrade my shovel.
How goes it? You know where to find me.
Doesn't even do anything, but I want my shovel to be better. All natural shovel enhancement.
Wow. What is this place?
What is this place? A jungle. Goes up there in terms of stupid questions alongside, what are you doing under my car? Clearly I'm stealing the catalytic converter. Why do you ask dumb questions? We're going back. Yeah, finding a use is fun.
I've never seen anything like this
And it,
before.
like I said, the ring is cool. I'd love to see more kind of wacky builds. I know I've looked at all the alchemist stuff because there's the ring that gives you another concoction. There's the talisman or amulet that gives you another two concoctions. It would be fun to just rock as many as possible. I think the amulet gives you extra duration or gives you a stat up for each one you have active. It's a cool idea. I want to do an alchemist run at some point. Alchemist and something else. Not a hardcore though. God, I do not think a hardcore alchemist could survive. In a support role, yeah.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Alchemist medic, I think, would do really well. Or like alchemist summoner to keep aggro off them. Or even alchemist handler. I just know I don't want to run like a hunter gunslinger build. I remember that's all I used to see when this first came out was people running the Hugs build. And yeah, it's great. It's high damage, crits, all that. But man, is it boring. Just be like, yeah, you're big shoot bang man. Alright. You know, give me something with a little bit of sauce on it. It's like I saw... I don't think I picked up on this character. No. There's an amulet that when you take 15% or more health, or 15% or more your max health in damage at one time, it triggers all perfect dodge effects you have and gives you, I think, 15% damage reduction and can only be triggered like every 30 seconds. But I was like, damn, that's part of the, invader perfect dodge build. That's really cool. I want to sit down and actually research all of the stuff and piece together like the perfect build. Actually doing it would be a nightmare. The amount of RNG would be absolute pain and suffering. But just the idea, I think, is neat. We need 12. We're at 7. Cool. I think I'll get like one level on each gun into Forged Iron. I want to make sure I'm over leveled. Even though I don't think I'm gonna need it. Even just matching. Matching will be fine. I keep saying it, it's just telling myself it'll be fine. Yeah. It's the curse of like, hey, I've been doing pretty good, but... And that but is a big but. Because it's... Oh, I always remember the line, from Darkest Dungeon
This place is something
that
else.
I think it's confidence is a slow and insidious killer. And it always just kind of sits in the back of my mind. It's like, yeah, you may have it, but that's setting you up for failure because that confidence, no matter how much you have it, is unwarranted. If you have a plan, you should have a plan for your plan, and a plan for your plan's plan. Let your paranoia run wild. Never just say, fuck it, we ball.
I've never seen anything like this before.
But that's always my problem. I don't like not having all the possible information. If I do not have 100% control of the situation, it starts to eat away at me. And not in a type A personality, I need to control people kind of mannerism, but in a I need to know every possible outcome and how to avoid them. I need to walk into a room and know every exit. I need to run every scenario through my head, as unlikely as it may be. I think it might be paranoia. Oh yeah, I was like, what do you mean I only got 3 rounds? Right, Shovel doesn't give... Shovel gives ammo packs, not full ammo packs.
No room for that.
That would be a little too powerful. Rightfully so. You know, the Explorer is a fun class. As jank as 2 of their abilities are, the dig a hole, get a little fount buff, I think is so fun. Always loved finding where teammates are and then just quick firing off 3 so they get the, movement speed. I think it's mod generation and healing buff. And then I just, scamper away. I'm like, haha, you've been buffed. And then I run off to do whatever, duck back to grab the buff again and leave. God, I love a good buffer class. Support builds are always fun. Which I have to give Gunfire Games credit. They managed to make normal combat builds actually diverse enough to be interesting. Instead of just being like, yeah, you have crit build, not crit build, and then, element build. They actually have things built around mechanics quite well.
I'll go.
Okay, let's get 8 hardened iron. We'll bring these to 16. Because if we level 1, the other one, we might as well level as well. And then I'm gonna call it, because I can't just keep doing this. I will sit here and do this the whole time if I let myself. I've done it before in games. It's terrible. Especially if I start listening to like music or videos.
Yeah, I don't trust this place.
I'll just like zone out and do it. It's how I've managed to get every item in Helldivers without paying a dime. Did I get my medal? No. Fine, whatever. We're just gonna go. If the game's not gonna give it to me, then we're just gonna push forward. No sense in dragging this out. We're 14, we're at the suggested level. That's as good as we can get it. And I'll take it. Yeah, so 500. So 75 fire damage for the first 5 seconds per second, and then 50 after. Okay. Yeah, we should have this.
You ready? I'll be waiting.
Let me prepare for a second. Let's use that quick.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Immune to song. That's expected. Ah, I always screw that one up. Get that going. Oh yeah, we really need that heal now. Black Cat. I thought I could get the heal off for my summons. Stupid me. Guess what, idiot? I know sound cues. Somewhat. Alright. Let's get rolling. I need ammo. Do it. Knock me back. Get stunned, loser!
Now you tell me.
I had hoped it would not come to this.
Come to what?
Yes! Hardcore beaten. Only 2 tries. Brabus, where are you? I need my new gun.
Looking about. Yeah, that'll watch your back. Got no who to trust out there.
Let's test this bad boy out. I know they changed it from the original. What? Interesting. Give me a recharge of the ability. Does it bounce? question you hear playing a video game and in the strip club. Okay, what does this do? Infuse ammunition with fire, hit supply burning, hitting an enemy causes the shot to fragment, striking enemies within 7. Okay. Interesting. And I think we don't have the corrupted shards for it, but we can hit up our old boy Will here, Dwell here. I always thought his name was Will. Yep, we can corrupt it, which then turns it into its old version.
Farewell.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to, on my main character, grab this and turn it into the corrupted version. The stuff I saw online, people were saying that this version is just way worse. Which it does kind of suck they turned it into this. But at least the corrupted kind of brings it back to the old gold version of it. I will say this, though, is interesting. That'd be a not bad option for crowd clearing. I don't know why I'm looking at mutators on here like one's magically gonna be good in my inventory out of the 6 I have. Yeah, that fight went better than I expected. Other than my one mistake trying to heal my flyers early. And that kind of spooked me. I was like, no. I was deviating from the way I've run it every other time. And it's like, no, we can't change the plan. The plan is working. This is what you get for trying to shift things. Just do it how you've always done it and you'll be fine. And lo and behold, it worked. Took very little damage. I knew those sound cues, especially the second half. Funny enough, I actually liked the second half of that boss fight. For some reason, I enjoy it and I know the pattern well. I think leveling to 14 was the best option. Yeah, Summoner works. It's just, it is not a build I would tell people to run. The passive healing isn't bad, but God, this was janky as hell. God, I haven't thought about Infamous 2 in ages. Oh, I miss Infamous. That was such a good series of games. Carnival of Blood was a cool DLC. Yeah, it's just the impulse to run away. If I could run and keep the camera on the boss, I would. I'm just glad I also knew the sound cue for the slam. Because even when I was running away in the second half, I'm like, oh, this is so stupid. I don't know when he's going to attack. He's temporarily got like the glitch, so I don't know exactly when it's going to hit. I'm like, if I can grab the ammo, I can get the heal going from Dran Scavenger Ring, and that should maybe keep me alive if I'm lucky. Ah. Alright, I'm switching to my main. We're gonna... Oh, I forgot I already I corrupted a weapon recently, so I don't have the shards. Boo. Oh well. Yeah, here was my backup guy that I made today. That I was like, oh, if I die, I'm gonna at least have a character so I don't have to do the character creation ready to go. So we can get rid of him. Because we managed to do it finally. Nope. Oh, that feels good. Now the question is what to do. And I can switch this character out of, like, test build mode. I can go back to my normal setup. Which is the jankiest looking build. When I have, like, Affliction, Fortify, Triage, Regrowth. No endurance, I don't stack stamina. I just went all skill cooldown and mod power generation, bark skin, blood bond, rugged, handling just for a little bit of control. God, what do I normally even run anymore? I think it's you. Yeah, that was my build. I think I was running Black Maw. Or the Sparkfire with a wild setup. Triple element. This, I don't think I ever ran anything besides this. Yeah. The weapons that are leveled, I just did for the hell of it. That's good enough. Then it was that. 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 We'll run Dran Scavenger. I've grown to really like that ring. Then I've been running some really whack rings. Oh yeah, I was running Burden of the Divine, so I could just spam heal.
Let's get some... Think you can handle this? Keep
Back to
sharp.
having every weapon.
Keep fighting, traveler.
Oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. In terms of actual streams, that's really going to put me in a bind. I'm sitting here trying to think, I'm like, oh god, what am I going to do? I'll figure something out. Wait, do I have acid on this? Yes, I do. God, I love this shotgun. I have to admit, I'm thoroughly impressed by the Bulldog, though. Yeah, I only have 3 now. So I don't get to check out Corrupted Savior just yet. I'm actually glad I didn't have the spear, because I would have tried to slip the spear in to my attack cycles, and I would have gotten punished for it. Because my impulse would have been like, oh, well, it's a free dot. You know, look at that. Damage. And it's like, nope. Stick to what you know. If you have a lull, get ammo. Reestablish yourself. Go back in. Ah. I was actually thinking Dragon's Dogma 2. Because I was like, well, something good and long that I have. And I was like, I could start a new DD2 character. And I've been meaning to play it again. It's going to be me wandering half the time, not even doing the quests. Just like, oh, I'm going to go back to this cave and curb stomp goblins again. Because reasons. But yeah, I think I'll do that. Might be a 2-day thing. Might be a 1-day-a-week thing. Depending on if I'm going to sit here and just gallivant off whooping random things, it's probably got to be a 2-day-a-week thing. Ooh. Yeah, I knew it dropped August. I might have to do that. I thought about doing Monster Hunter, but I'm still kind of burnt out on Monster Hunter. I played Wilds to the end of the game, and then I was just like, eh. Felt emptier than World. But yeah, we'll do DD2. But I'm going to cut today's stream a little short since we achieved what we wanted to, and honestly, I think going out on a high point is the best way to end it. So, I will see you guys next week. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. Helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Lets you know when I go live and all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks everybody for swinging by.